As I recover, there's something I seek, an answer to my untold question. Getting so close that it's within my reach, the key to understand the obsession. By doubts devoured, I lay in my shell. In this faded hour, I try to understand. Won't let myself cower in fear again. In my darkest hour, I learn to stand. By doubts devoured, I lay in my shell. In this faded hour, I try to understand. As I try to write another page, it seems like it's beyond reach. There are doubts that I have to face. Since I don't have a script, it's a goal that I need to chase, one that I constantly miss, afraid that the chance might slip away. Despite this I try to resist, yet I fear that all I've got is going back to square one. It's a circle I cannot expect to make undone. And sometimes I feel like I've no choice but to be stuck. Is there a way to break this, or is there none? I put my deepest feelings into this sequence of words. I try to give them a meaning, but I don't think it's deserved. I'm kind of afraid of exposure. How will you respond? But I need to give this a closure. I have delayed for too long, yet I fear that all I've got is going back to square one. It's a circle I cannot expect to make undone. And sometimes I feel like I've no choice but to be stuck. Is there a way to break this, or is there none? How long will I wait? I force myself to act. Still I hesitate, afraid it's not enough. Yet I fear that all I've got is going back to square one. It's a circle I cannot expect to make undone. And sometimes I feel like I've no choice but to be stuck. Is there a way to break this, or is there none? You can ignore it, but this is not the case. You think you can control it, but today you're not the same. And although it might end up poorly, forcing you to face the shame, it's a risk you would be foolish if you didn't take. It's here and now. Face the change. Throw away the doubt and don't delay. If you want to give a meaning to the time you've taken, just convey this feeling so it won't be forsaken. They say the first step is the hardest to take. Once you get the momentum, it's a downhill way. It's alright, you are moving. Embrace the change. Don't look back, keep on walking. Now you're halfway. All the notes you have been taking, the rehearsals you have done, all the hopes you have been chasing for a future that will come. It's here and now. Time is up. You need somehow to push your luck. There's a page to redefine. Cannot pull this point quite right. Know what to improvise. The page I stare at is still white. Trying to pull another line, nothing seems to come to mind. I don't know how to express all I need now to confess. The emotions are repressed, they let me into this mess. There are stakes involved in this, there is something I might miss. Nonetheless, I take the risk, got so far I can't desist. Put myself into this song I waited for far too long. It's a feeling I hold on, it's a place where I belong. I have tried for all this time to explain what's in my mind. Tried to unveil all the damn lies. In the end, what did I find? They say the first step is the hardest to take. Once you get the momentum, it's a downhill way. It's alright, you are moving. Embrace the change. Don't look back, keep on walking. Now you're halfway. There are moments in life when you need to take charge. There are doubts in your mind that you need to discard. It's a step you must take if you want to get far. It's a task to complete, no matter how hard. There are things I could not express, feelings I struggle to confess. Wanted more, settled for less, felt emotions I repressed. As I get closer, there's one thing I missed. The reason why I felt this pressure. Maybe the answer is hidden within the notes I use for a confession. I chose this path, but I was not aware of what it would have brought. Do I still think it was worth a shot? Am I just having an afterthought? As I get closer, there's one thing I missed. The reason why I felt this pressure. Maybe the answer is hidden within the notes I use for a confession. But as I throw myself into this obsession, I just don't know how to convey my message. At least I get it now. Yeah, it couldn't be more clear. What I struggled to find out has been finally revealed. And I wiped away the doubt, came to terms with what is real. It's the answer that I found, that I won't conceal. Hush now, how can you say, if all your doubts faded away? Can you be sure that it won't change, that all of it was was a mistake. Come now, you just escaped. You were stuck, you do your chains. It's normal that you can't relate. You need to heal, it's not too late. And yes, I was bummed out. I expected something more. Felt like I was left out, disregarded and ignored. I spoke too softly, then too loud. First too timid, then too bold. The compromise I didn't allow just put me on hold. Within the doubts you have today lies the hope to change this fate. It's something you cannot explain, but you know that it'll be okay. It's not that bad, it's not too late. You can still fix your past mistake. It doesn't have to end this way. You don't have to throw it away. I thought I wanted it to be a perfect take, the best, the ideal. But I needed to face it. Either way I wouldn't have made it. There are things that I can't be, things that I can't change, and things that I won't feel. But I will prove it, you'll see. There are other goals that I can achieve. At least it's over now. I look back and say it's fine. Glad with how it sounds. I moved on and didn't mind, and I will not fool around. It took way too much time. Now I can see myself out. Somehow it feels nice. Hush, now ain't over yet. Take some notes, you can't forget the experiences you collect. Don't let them turn into regret. There are times when you need to act. Rules that you should not neglect. Challenges you want to accept. People with whom you can connect. It started with a confession, an illusion to enjoy, turned into an obsession, and a lie to destroy. Give this feeling a meaning, it won't be a regret. You got doubts you are clearing, till you can smile again. I thought I wanted it to be a perfect take, the best, the ideal. But I needed to face it. Either way I wouldn't have made it. There are things that I can't be, things that I can't change, and things that I won't feel. But I will prove it, you'll see. There are other goals that I can achieve. One day I will look back at all these restless moments. They will become a memory I can hold dear. I will give them a meaning, fulfilling their purpose. The last step of the cycle is conquering your fears. I'll try to make the best I can out of this dream. I'll face it step by step until I can achieve it. And even if I found myself while on this trail, one day I'll break the circle so I can leave it. One day I'll break the circle so I can leave it. One day I'll break the circle so I can leave it. One day I'll break the circle so I can leave it. One day I'll break the circle so I can leave it. The circle so I can leave it. This journey begins with an obsession, dealing with truth, lies, and love.